And she's like, I just want to go home. Just want to go home.
This is Less Than Zero. Less Than Zero.
All right. I'm good. You guys good?
Why do you do that?
What?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Is that what you do before you crack the mic?
That's me like psyching myself before the mic. But when I was like on air all the time, you should have seen what I do before.
Oh, you do not. Before you're on the radio. Are you one of those guys?
Hella psyching myself.
We'll talk about
Would you do one of those? Or,
yeah, every time.
That's what. I read stories about people
Every
like
time.
you that do that.
Stories about people like
Yeah.
me.
singer?
I've never seen it. I've never seen anyone do it. And actual,
You gotta stretch your mouth out. You sound better.
you
gotta do some tongue
it's
twisters.
vocal,
You know,
it's your
vocal exercises.
You know what the exercises
Your
are?
vocal
When
warm-up.
people used to call radio stations, that's your exercise. When people call in, we would just talk a lot.
That's a different exercise.
That's my exercise.
Now you gotta warm up.
All right, let's do this, man. I don't even know where we are. Are we episode 55?
Man, I
don't
lost
know.
track. Whatever it says in the corner.
Oh, we suck. Okay, I believe it's...
I'll know when
Episode on the corner.
I'll know when I edit it. I want to say 56.
No, but dude, I'm saying this right now. What do you mean you can't change what I say, brother?
No,
This
that's
is so
why we were just
embarrassing.
gonna say.
We don't know.
whatever episode
We don't know what episode
We've
we
done
are
so
on our
many
own.
episodes.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
We
hold
out
on.
here, bro.
Stop.
It's all good. We out here.
I am
you're
right.
killing it.
Episode 55. Let's go.
Nice.
Yes.
I was wrong.
Julian, Miss Vicky.
Yay! It's Miss Vicky.
Justo.
Yay!
All right, quick rundown. We're going to talk about the viral video of this douchebag that was on the Frontier flight that got duct taped to the seat, which is super hilarious. I don't care what anyone says. This is the video of the entire year.
Is it illegal?
We're going to talk about that. I'm so glad you, Mr. Rules.
Because it's not protocol.
I'm just saying.
We're going to talk about Justo's favorite artist, 6ix9ine.
Woo!
He's back
I'm
trending.
so excited to talk about him. Can you
And
tell?
off camera, we were saying how, and Justo made a good point. He goes, "No one cares about this." You said something to the effect of like, not a lot of people.
No one gives a fuck. Yeah.
Okay, well, if you're in hip hop and just, I would say pop culture, a good portion does. That's why we're going to talk about it. And it's not even about his music.
No,
not,
it's
right,
because
Vicky?
he's
It's
a
not-
loony.
It's not about the music. It's about so much more than that.
Okay.
We're going to talk about
Hell of a tease, Julian.
this legendary 6ix9ine interview. Well, not legendary. That's a strong word. But a 6ix9ine
strong
interview
word.
Very
with
strong.
with Wack 100 that everyone's talking about.
Wack.
Wack 100. You know Wack, right? Yeah. He and I go way back.
Man, my middle name is
sick.
Wack.
And things that became cool again, Vicky noticed something with that and Twilight and the resurgence of Twilight on Netflix. Things that became cool again. We'll talk about that. And the Saweetie's McDonald's meal. By the time this video drops, it already dropped. But the audio you can get right now, obviously, because you're hearing us. But the Saweetie McDonald's meal that's dropping on the 9th.
I hate McDonald's meals. These McDonald's themed meals.
Well, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
That's a great thing that you said. You hate a lot of things today.
You know what? It's that kind of day.
You know what it is? I think it's because the topics we bring up, he hates. All right.
It's like there's not one topic there that I could probably enjoy.
I think you're gonna like this, okay? This video is everywhere. The dude's name is Max. Well, okay, his name is Maxwell Berry. So you already know he's rich.
Maxwell Berry?
Maxwell Berry.
He was on a flight from Philly to Miami.
That sounds like a bully in a cheesy teenage movie.
Typical white guy, very entitled. He
about
was like, I think he got a scholarship to his college on golfing. He had a golfing scholarship.
Golfing?
So you already know.
Oh, he's rich.
That's rich. If
Right.
you have time to golf, you got money.
Exactly.
Right.
I believe he was head of the golf club. He got a scholarship. Something. He was like a high level golf player. So anyway, he's on a flight from Philly to Miami, super drunk, hella drunk.
Oh, man.
Now these are facts. The facts are that he was drunk. He was yelling at the flight attendants. The word is that he swung on one of the flight attendants. No, actually, he
man.
did. It's on camera. He swung
They
on one
caught
of
him swinging.
Yes, on one of the guy flight attendants. Now, he also apparently, what's what I'm looking for? Not accosted, but
He groped
sexually assaulted two of the female flight attendants.
Oh, no.
Now, he says he didn't, but they said he did, and Frontier said he did. I mean, it's kind of like, and the passengers on the flight said he did. So it's kind of like everyone's word against yours. He was super belligerent, and he was seen swinging. So what did they do to punish him?
They duct taped him
That's amazing.
to his chair.
To his chair?
Yeah, for the
Who
flight.
duct taped him?
I believe
The
it was
passengers.
The passengers?
No,
Or
the attendants. The attendants.
Yeah, the flight
Man.
attendants.
See, that's some Spirit Airline stuff I thought would happen.
It was Frontier.
Man.
Now, you made a point off camera, and that was?
I don't think that's legal.
It's
It's not.
Yeah.
But-
is there, because like if knowing rich white privileged guys, he's going to like sue them.
And you should
point.
see the video. He's like, he got the tape all in his mouth, and he's like, trying to
what
get out.
point?
He's like, help. help.
He wouldn't shut up. At one point, they put the duct tape over his mouth, so he just shut the hell up.
That's funny.
But he was trying to get it out, and then you see people in the people behind him like mimicking him. He's like, help, and they're like, help.
help.
I'm like, oh, I mean that's wrong. It's wrong to be like duct tape.
No,
like
it's not.
That. But
think
I mean, at the same
kinda
time,
great.
it's like, well, because at the end of the flight, the cops came and handcuffed him.
Okay.
And then they took him. But
So wait,
2 degrees of assault.
so did the assault and everything happen? It happened mid-flight, right?
Yes, on the
Okay,
flight.
I just wanted to make sure because like, so mid-flight they tape him up.
like
and
you
then-
you see them taping him up.
really,
Yeah.
and then they land and then they
Hilarious.
arrest the guy.
Yeah, on like 2 degrees of assault or something along
That's
those lines.
fantastic. That's like citizen's arrest too. Because did people on the flight help, or was that only? What is that?
Is camera picking that up?
It's okay. There's a
Sorry,
thing
guys.
outside.
We have some
There's a bang
ambiance outside.
Did the passengers help, or was it only the people working?
I don't know. I think it was just the flight attendants, Vicky.
What?
I think it was the flight attendants that just duct taped them.
Yeah, I believe
Was
that
it passengers? Because if it was
No.
passengers, that's like a citizen arrest thing.
No, it wasn't
But
that.
then because it was the company, people who worked for the company, they might get in trouble.
Now,
I
going
hope
back-
not.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
I hope not.
Now going back to what you're saying, yeah. Now it's illegal, obviously, or there's definitely some legality
There's
issues
something there, yeah.
But they said that's
it's
all,
great.
Okay, so number one, they said they had to do something, because he was belligerent, he was swinging.
Oh yeah, that's the other part.
And he had a
too.
couple of 3 drinks.
Oh, he was drunk as you know what? Yeah, he was
They
drunk.
said he had
Drunk as fuck.
drunk
three.
as a
They
skunk.
said he had 3 drinks.
3?
Three.
What a lightweight.
3.
He was
I believe
drunk.
That's,
That's-
what, that's what I
Especially
read.
those airline drinks. They're like this big, and there's like
Vicky,
that
are you
much
sure they said it was
alcohol
just
in
3
I think
drinks?
it was 3. I believe it.
He was
that's
acting
what I
like he had
wrote.
30, bro.
I know, seriously.
them.
But more
Hey, some people are lightweights though.
yeah.
Yeah.
More, but also, they said that's all they had to restrain him. So
I love that they just had duct tape on the flight.
right.
Why would you have duct tape
It's
on the
interesting that
flight?
there was duct tape there, but like, hey,
Now here's my
Like,
thing.
is
They're holding their-
that supposed to be an emergency?
they're
A
holding
part
their-
of their emergency kit?
the
duct tape?
the plane is built from duct tape and super glue.
Oh my God, we see an opening. Duct tape.
Someone made a joke about that because with the whole Frontier flight thing, what do you expect? But so now afterwards, he tweeted out, he's never been so embarrassed, and obviously he's upset and blah blah blah. The flight attendants on the flight don't like from what I understand from reading the story, they were suspended with pay.
Good.
Now, good? No, the flight attendants were suspended.
I mean, good that they got pay at least.
Right.
A lot of places will be like
That's what I
suspended,
said.
no pay.
Is
No
that
pay,
right,
right.
for suspension? When they were just defending themselves and trying to protect themselves as well as other passengers and an unruly passenger?
I think that they had the complete and total right to subdue the guy, especially since he was being violent. They had to do something. They did what they thought they had to do.
Right, that's all they had. Duct tape.
Don't they always have like an air marshal or something?
Obviously
Not on
not.
every flight.
Vicky, it's Frontier.
So what? I mean, obviously, I feel like those are the ones you should have one
For
in
sure.
there. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they didn't. They obviously didn't.
Or I feel like they should have, when things were happening, they should have landed in the nearest
Wherever they could land.
wherever they could land. Yeah, to remove him from
I don't-
there.
I
Yeah.
think they were too far up there. I mean, obviously they were almost at their destination. But my question is like, do you think that's right that the flight attendants, who in my mind did, okay, I guess
Nothing wrong.
they in my mind did nothing wrong, but they got suspended, regardless
Yeah.
with pay or without pay. Don't you think that? Why are they
Right.
getting suspended?
Especially since the guy gave him like 3 chances when you think about it.
was-
Groped 2
dude, he-
people and then
Yeah.
hit somebody else.
I'm thinking like from the company's point of view, maybe it was against, I assume it's against protocol to tape down a passenger to a
Right.
chair.
What,
So,
then,
like,
then,
maybe-
then what do you do?
You can't do anything. Yeah, I agree. But like, I guess, I don't know. That's a good question. But at least they got paid. It feels like one of those things where like, hey, we know what you had to do. We have to have some sort of consequences, but here's basically a week vacation. And then you'll come back and it'll be fine. Because from their
I hope so.
perspective, they feel like they had to do something because
I think when they come back, then there'll be more of a conversation.
yeah.
Don't you think that in some instances there's just so many rules and so much sensitivity, and I get it, you got to have rules when you're dealing with companies, but man, just shut up. You know what I mean? In cases like this, just let let passengers just go in on this dude and punch him in the face, man. You know what I'm saying? It would just make the world a lot simpler. I know that sounds. I don't care what it sounds like.
Imagine if things got really like out of hand, and then they like started bumping on the airplane, and like you know what I'm saying, like going like you just think about it. That would be a scary situation, honestly.
Right.
Someone breaks out and.
So I mean, yeah.
On the real, this dude should have been. They should allow people just to knock this dude out. Just make it simple.
I think the duct tape.
Put him to sleep.
The duct tape is a good option. Just subdue the guy. Just subdue the guy, and then the cops will take care of it when he lands.
And you know what?
That's some strong ass tape, though. That's all I gotta say.
Hey,
it was a lot of duct tape.
Have you ever been duct taped?
No.
I've been duct taped.
I don't want to.
You cannot do it
On weekends?
Oh yeah, it's a weekly thing.
Unless you're the whole
strong, bro. It's not happening.
Do you want to talk about the fact that this kid, I don't think he learned his lesson, dude. Super entitled. So you could just tell by his attitude, man. He just does not care. I don't know. I mean, it's a whole different avenue. We don't need to go there, but I just think it's super cruddy because you could tell he's just a crappy person.
Hey, if anything, good for the people who took care of it.
Good job, guys. I applaud you.
Good job, everybody. You did good.
I applaud you.
Should have duct taped his entire face. That's what I think.
There you go.
Man.
Like a mummy.
Yeah. All right.
Mummified him.
Just leave his nose.
Not even that. Just suffocate him. Kill him.
Oh, see, that's murder. Couldn't do that.
I didn't say that.
Justo.
Sorry, my bad.
Hey, Vicky, so what did you take from this? So big trend past week has been 6ix9ine. The interview podcast he did with Akademiks with Wack 100. Wack 100 is the manager of Blueface, but also like super gangster roots his entire life.
Gangster.
You know, me and Vicky can rep for the gangsters, Pyru all day. Okay, I didn't say that. We don't rep for anybody. It's just a joke, all right? It's a bad joke. But with Wack 100.
Don't listen to him, please.
Yeah, but it's kind of, but here's the thing, Justo, it's kind of not monumental, but it's such a big deal because 6ix9ine doesn't do interviews. He doesn't do podcasts at all. It's the first one that he did with someone that is going to call him out on his shit. Mm-hmm. Right? You agree?
Yes.
Vicky, what did you get from it? It was a lot of fucking yelling, I'll tell you that.
Was there really?
Oh my God.
Did it get heated?
It's 3 hours long.
Damn.
I know you. You wouldn't watch 3 minutes of it.
3 hours. I only watched like an hour.
I watced all 3 hours, but it was a lot. It's a lot there. Just so much yelling, bro. So much yelling. But like, what did you take from it as far as like the main pieces of the argument, and what are your thoughts on it? You're an artist.
I mean, initially, like, I feel like 6ix9ine's trying to prove his point.
What's the point?
About, like, because what he was saying is that, like, the definition of a gangster is somebody that takes care of their shit.
Right. When you say that, their people, their crew.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Right.
Keep going, yeah.
And then Wack was like, but, you know, you know, when it comes to like the gangs and all that stuff, you know, you end up, you know, you have a shooter, you have something because you're taking care of your shit. You know what I mean? And then 6ix9ine was pretty much saying that, like, he goes, oh, you know, I don't have to, you know, I'm walking in these streets and everybody's just all talk. He's like, I haven't had security for 8 months and I'm walking around. I want to, you know, have a one-on-one with some people, you know, and it's just like, if I'm here and I'm doing this, but you guys aren't like, you know, you guys are just all talk. So then what's, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you say? He was like,
facade.
Yeah.
He say it's all cap, all facade.
Yeah.
He's saying that gangster life ain't real.
And then he would say things like, you can't be a rapper and be from the streets. I think that's what he said.
Do you like him?
6ix9ine?
No, I like his music. Do you like him as a person? Do you think he's funny? Do you care? Like,
I mean, I watched the documentary, and like, I feel like, you know how when there's always two people. There's the regular, what's his name? Daniel
Hernandez.
Daniel Hernandez.
And
then there's 6ix9ine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like
there's a persona.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like with me, I feel like I have two different
little bit
personas. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty consistent, I think.
But that's part of the artistry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, do you like him? Do you care? Do you?
I honestly, like.
Do you find him entertaining?
I don't.
Okay. Okay.
I don't. I mean, I've seen him perform before. Like, I've seen him live in concert, and he knows how to put a show.
Okay.
I have to say, I enjoy his performance.
That's saying a lot from an artist, you know what I mean? That's saying a lot because a lot of people, you know, they just go from one. You ever see artists that go from one side of the stage and just sing, and it's just kind of like no one's really that engaged.
Like, I feel like I could like him as a person.
Yeah.
But I can't.
It's hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
like
glad
I
you said
could,
this.
but I can't.
Yeah.
Like that's just.
I'm
little hard
glad
at
you
this
said
point.
this. I like 6ix9ine. Just I feel like he's someone that you could just go out with and just hang out with. Like he's a funny dude, man. He's funny. Like if you guys, I don't know if you guys watch him, but he's been hanging out with like Steve Will Do It a lot, Nelk Boy. So he does a lot, which is like a big prank channel. It's like the Jackass today. So he's doing a lot of millennial, like a lot of YouTuber shit now. So he's becoming more of a personality.
That's probably a good move for
It's
him.
a good move for him. Watch 6ix9ine get away from music and become more of a personality, which is who he really is. But here's my only thing with him is like he's asking for like the gangster hip hop community to understand why he did things and why he made decisions. At the end of the day, no one cares. Like, you know what I mean? Like people don't care. Like you did what you did when you took those videos in Chicago and you went to Nipsey Hussle. You went to Nipsey's Crenshaw where he got shot. When you did all these things, you were doing it for attention. You're doing it. You know what I mean? You were doing it for to spark the fires, right? You reap what you sow. Go ahead.
Right.
Sorry.
No, but then what I also do remember from that interview was that he also made it known that like when he does things, they don't give him enough credit because he's like, I'll come to this place and then all of a sudden like they'll say, oh, like people will tell him, oh, you can't come to this area.
And he goes
He'll be
there.
like, okay, he'll go there. But then as soon as he goes there, then all of a sudden they're like, no, but you can't come to, you haven't gone to this area at this time.
Right, Vicky, he
You know
goes-
what I mean? And then,
right.
so then he'll be like, all right, cool, bet, I'll make my point. He'll go to that area at that time, and then they'll be like, oh, but you can't come to this area at this time during this event. You know what I'm saying? Like they just continue to add more and more
Here's the
and
thing.
more to him. And it's just kind of like, you guys don't give me the credit.
Like, well,
I have, like, I'm not, and it's just kind of like a justification, you know, which is probably now I can kind of see why he does what he does.
He's looking-
in a sense, but it's still kind of like,
He's
Yeah.
he's looking for people to say, guys, it's okay. Yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? He is gangster, right? He's looking for people to give him a pass and understand him, and just no one. People are like past that point. You know what I mean? Like he gave that example. He lives in Miami now, right? He went to I guess he went to Starbucks to get a coffee. He goes, guys, I'm out all day. I went to Starbucks just like 5 minutes ago, and I went to get a coffee. Yeah, you went in and out. Even if you did 5 minutes, there ain't no gangsters in South Beach. But you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Obviously, but let's talk about a whole different scenario. We're actually hanging out every single day in the streets with no security. He's very good at manipulating a conversation.
Right.
He's very good. You got to really stop him and call him out on every single detail. Otherwise, I mean, honestly, I think he kind of ran over Wack 100. I don't think Wack 100. Here's my personal thought. I think Wack 100 was a little too easy on understanding on him because I think they're working together. Here's why. Wack 100 is the manager of Blueface, and right now they're talking about doing a boxing match together. Now,
Boxing match.
if they do a boxing,
I've seen
you
that.
know the celebrity influencer
Yeah,
box match,
for sure.
boxing matches. If they do, guess who's
I
making
think those are stupid.
But Vicky Justo, who makes cake off all that? They all do.
Right,
Yeah,
of
they
course
all
you
It's
make a
do.
lot of
money.
Yeah,
It's
a lot.
money.
But then again, I mean, as stupid as it is, I feel like
Smart.
it gives them the celebrities the opportunity to just on somebody really quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just,
Right. The whole gangster thing.
Love it.
Vic, would you like, and even Justo, like, would you say like Tekashi or 6ix9ine is asking his idea of the gangster mentality is a attitude, loyalty, right?
Right.
Am I right? But I don't think he understands that like gangsters, they come from, I think it comes from how you were born, right? And how you were raised. I don't think he was raised that way. So he's asking for people like, I think he's looking for like people to think logically and illogically.
acceptance.
Huh?
Except
Everyone wants that, really.
Yeah, but he was never a gangster. Like the 9 Treys, they use him just like he used them.
Oh.
Hold on. The 9 Treys. Hold on, I'm just asking.
Oh no, I know. I was just saying because I had somebody in there saying something.
On IG. Okay. Before we adjust that, unless I'm wrong, 9 Treys, they use him for the money, the clout, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
for the vehicle, but he used them for the image.
But
He was never a gangster. He was never a true gangster. So like, I don't even know what he's talking about. I think when he's saying he's gangster is because he's loyal. He said, Vicky, that and Justo, that he's a ride or die. He was loyal to his team. He fed him. He paid the money, which to say he did, Shotty and the whole crew. But then he creates this narrative that they did him wrong, which they probably did. And they also, he said that Shotty banged his baby mama Sarah.
Right.
I think that's all fake. I think it's all cap. I think he created a narrative. You know what I'm saying? Just so he had that excuse to have this conversation, right? But I do believe they did him dirty. But at the end of the day, What do you expect? Like, you're asking to make logic out of. You're talking about like a lifestyle that you don't even live, bro.
Right.
Like,
So look. It says, but he. Oh, sorry. It says, but he snitched. He could never be a gangster after that.
That's a good point.
Okay, hold on.
And then somebody else said 6ix9ine is calling out all the fakes, but he's still fraud. He's like a poison to the poison snake system.
Agreed. Now, let me ask you this. Let's go back. And this conversation has happened so many times, but snitching. Let's be honest. Okay, so if your crew does you wrong, Vicky, Justo, if your crew does you wrong, your friends, if your crew does you wrong and you're facing 40 years in prison, okay, be real. Your crew already did you dirty. They kidnapped you. They hooked up with your baby mama, stole money from you, all that stuff. Are you going to save them?
I got an answer for that.
Hold on. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you guys.
I agree with the person that commented right now.
Okay, by the way, you're referencing IG on
They
IG,
said
right?
gangsters keep a stitched lip no matter what happens. That's true. So, I mean...
Name me those situations, sir or ma'am, and that's on IG right now. Name me, because I'll be honest, I don't see 99.999% of people say this person. I'm talking about 40 years. You're facing 40 years, and your whole crew did you dirty,
bro. I know somebody that happened the situation, and he didn't say shit.
The crew did him dirty.
Yeah,
you're gonna save
shit.
You're gonna save other people's lives that you really shouldn't give a shit about because they never had your back from the jump. Really?
Well, how would you know if they didn't have your back from the jump?
6ix9ine was kidnapped. He was kidnapped. Let's just call a spade a spade. Let's just believe him and say all these things that he says.
But you
happened.
also don't know the full story. You only know from what's being told, which doesn't necessarily is the full story. At the end of the day,
he was kidnapped. I believe he was kidnapped.
You ain't supposed to say nothing.
Vicky, he was kidnapped. He was kidnapped. I believe he was kidnapped. I believe, if anything, it's kidnapped. I think there was definitely some. I think they both parties did each other dirty. So there ain't no trust there. So if you don't got no trust with your crew, why would you save them? You're going to go to 40 years of prison and save a crew that you're not 100% on? Like, if I'm not 100% of my friends, excuse me, if I'm not 100% of my friends, I wouldn't even call it snitching. Snitch is a strong word, bro. I'm going to save myself for anybody else. I said it. How about you? Answer my question, Vicky.
Can you repeat that again? I was reading the comments. I got people going in here right now.
Hold on. I'll repeat it. I'll be very slow. I'm going to speak very slow. If I'm not 100% sure that my crew, my gang, whatever you want to call them, are my ride or dies, if there's some definite shadiness going on there, okay? If I'm not 100% that they're with me 100%, I'm not sure on them. Am I going to save them and go to prison for 40 years to save a crew that I'm not 100% on? There is definite, in that whole relationship, it was definitely rocky. Am I going to save them? And I wouldn't even use the word snitch. Am I going to save myself before them? My answer is yes. Vicky, you.
I mean, loyalty is loyalty.
Loyalty to what? A crew that you're not 100% on?
I mean, but at the end of the day, that's just who I am as a person. I'm loyal.
Vicky,
so, I mean...
I love you, but you're saying that just
no,
because
I'm not. I'm saying that because I'm fucking loyal. So if if I get fucked over, it doesn't mean that I'm going to fuck somebody over. Fire, you don't play with fire. Doesn't play with fire because you only get burned. Exactly, right?
Okay. I'll agree with you there.
Okay, exactly. Why, if they're doing me dirty, okay, they do me dirty. That doesn't mean that I'm going to do them dirty because then it's going to backfire on me. I'm loyal no matter what. So at the end of the day, even if they fuck me, if they fuck me over
in the ass, are they fucking in the ass?
If they fuck me over, then guess what? That's on them. But at the end of the day, I'm always gonna be known as the person that didn't do it. Like, I was loyal. At the end of the day, what can you say? You did me dirty, but guess what? I'm still here.
This sounds great, right? It sounds great.
I'm still here.
It sounds great. Let me ask you this. Is it fair to say? It's easier for us to say right now because we're not in the situation. But if we were actually in court facing 40 years in prison, okay. Is it fair to say that what you're saying right now might change? Do you see what I'm saying? We're not in this situation, man.
See, but that's the problem.
Have you faced 40 years? Listen, I've faced 100 years in prison before. I faced it last week.
100 years.
I'm just letting you know. And I didn't snitch.
A millennia in prison.
100 years.
I took a Butterfingers. They caught me.
They were trying to send Julian to Azkaban.
Okay, I'm trying to lighten up the mood here, but I just want to speak reality here. All I'm saying is our attitude and our energy, I think, is much different when we're actually facing 40 years in prison. If I know my crew is a bunch of assholes and I never could have trusted them from the jump, and I found out so many things that they did dirty,
you shouldn't be hanging out with these people in the first place.
But Vicky, you don't know
if they're
that.
doing you dirty, bro. Like, look, at the end of the day, they used him, he used them.
Yes.
Period. Okay.
Agreed.
Done. He fucked them over. I mean, at the end of the day, it's his fault for even messing with them in the first place.
Agreed.
So at
I'm
the end
agreeing
of the
with
day, you reap what you sow, bro. You hung out with your friends. They fucked you over and put you in jail. Damn,
Vicky,
at the end of the day, that's your fault. That's your fault because you
Agreed.
decided to hang out with these people. So because you decided to hang out with these people, now it's biting you in the ass.
I love it.
Take it in the chin. That's it.
Agreed.
But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna sit here and be like, damn, I'm gonna go ahead and snitch on everybody. Nah, at the end of the day, damn, at the end, this is my fault. I'm gonna take it in the chin. But I ain't gonna snitch on anybody because at the end of the day, this is a decision I made. I made the decision to hang out with these people knowing that there's a possibility that I can go to jail and I can do it. Comes with the lifestyle. So
Agreed.
that's why at the end of the day, that's just what it is. He got whatever happened, and he ended up having to go to jail. Karma.
That was
That's
great.
it.
Well said.
That was beautiful.
Okay.
And hey,
Am I, like,
That was great.
Vicky, I agree with what you said.
Well
100
said.
and million%. Let's just go back real quick. You said
He's
something
gonna hit
really.
me with a butt.
Yeah, there's a big butt.
You said well, otherwise there's no podcast,
what
right?
you sow.
I can agree with you.
Yes.
And we like 100 other people, but I won't because this is what I don't. You said you reap what you sow. So karma. You said reap what you sow. Karma, right? So 6ix9ine, he's gonna reap what he sows, and karma's gonna come back to him for snitching. It's his choice.
Exactly.
But you're saying it's wrong. I say I don't say necessarily it's wrong. I'm not gonna say because I'm not him. So I'm not gonna say it's wrong because there's so many different levels to it because I believe his crew definitely did him dirty. So here's the thing. You reap what you sow. You're right. So he chose to be in that lifestyle. He chose to use them. They used him. Blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, you're absolutely right. He snitched or he ratted on him, and now whatever happens. That's it. To me, it's like. Who gives a shit? You know, he gets murdered tomorrow. It's what happens. You reap what you sow. You can't really have any remorse to what happens because he chose it. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
But I'm not going to say that he was wrong for. I don't even want to use the word ratting for telling on people that were never his day ones to begin with. And you find out about people as a relationship goes on. How many times have you been friended with someone and then you find out? I've had so many shitty relationships in the beginning. I thought, oh, these people are my friends. And I find out they're a bunch of fucking assholes. That's just called life.
To be fair, I think you both have equally valid points.
Bro, I'm a fucking gangster, bro. I don't care what anyone fucking says, bro. I don't care what IG says. I'm gonna go get my fucking my Ruger. Is that a gun? Is it a Ruger?
I have no idea.
I'm done
That's a great
with you,
question.
Julie.
I'm about to bang this whole place up, my entire house.
Bang bang.
I'm getting heated now. But I was gonna say, I think he's funny though. I think you're gonna shift him.
At the end of the day, I think I proved a good point.
You did.
Good job, Vicky.
You
I'm gonna
did.
pat myself on the back.
Yeah, that was good. That's gonna be a clip right there. It
was good.
Boom.
It was good.
It's real.
It's real. I just think it's harder to say unless you're facing 40 years in prison. Dude, I want to... Dude, okay, I'll tell you something. I was in
gonna go back
jail.
to this again.
I was put in jail for 7 hours. I peed
7
my fucking
hours.
pants. 7 hours. I'm not
jail-
lying to you. I was detained in
jail's
jail for
no joke.
That's a whole different situation.
I'm not, okay, I understand. Okay, Julia, I'm not
7 hours in
saying
jail.
that-
I was getting ready to pee my pants.
I'm not saying that, Julian, but at the end of the day, you know, like, well, not you because
I'm gangster.
I mean,
I'm
yeah.
gangster.
At the end of the day, he knew what came with the territory.
He didn't know. He's a
He
kid.
did know, bro. Are you serious? If you're gonna hang out with these people, knowing damn well that they're like this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Like, come
I
on,
retract. I
really?
retract.
Like
Okay.
you
I
know,
retract.
you
Yeah.
know damn well who these people are. So you know there is a possibility that damn if shit goes down and I get wrapped up, it comes with it, and that's it.
100%.
Whether they fuck you over or it happened because it happened. Like at the end of the day, like nah, that's just what it is.
Okay, at the end, there's so many levels to this, and I know we don't want to turn this into a Wack 100 Akademiks 3-hour long segment, but at the end of the day, Vicky, from that podcast, what did you get from it? Did you get anything from it? Just a bunch of dudes arguing? Did you? I don't think they resolved anything.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, and it comes down to the moderator.
I do feel like in a sense he wants like acceptance.
Yes, that's what it accepted.
But
You're not gonna get it,
At
bro.
the end of the day, bro, like you did what you did. It's
Right.
over with.
Right.
Everyone's gonna
Consequences
look
to
at you as a snitch. Everyone's gonna like. There is no.
Right.
I mean, people. Obviously, there's people that still like
He's got a crowd,
are
man.
cool with you, that they still like are fans and everything. But at the end of the day, bro, you lost a lot of respect from a lot of people.
His best move right now is to do new shit and then let people slowly forget about it, stop talking about it, and just kind of try to move on.
He's doing the YouTuber stuff with no
I think
toys.
after I would think after this podcast, after he got some of the information out there, I would hope he would try to steer the conversation
back to what
away
Vicky's
from
saying.
it.
It's already done. Like, he's asking for acceptance from a community that's not going to give it to you. But here's the thing, and just one more thing. 6ix9ine's audience is a 16-year-old kid out of freaking like Millbrae suburbs. What I'm saying is, if you ask a 17-year-old kid, do you care that Tekashi snitched? Vicky, do you really think they're gonna say, yeah, I don't mess with him because he snitched? They don't care. They just listen to him. They think he's funny, and they listen to his music, or vice versa. Yeah, right.
Everyone has.
Everybody's different.
If you have a target audience, you'll be fine.
Yeah, his target audience is a 17, 18-year-old kid that was born in the burbs, bro. It ain't true gangsters.
Word.
So they don't care, man.
They don't
All right.
care,
Anyway,
man.
real quick, what's IG saying, Vicky? Anything?
A lot.
A lot? We'll say one thing. Pick one thing, and then we'll address it, and then we'll.
You can't move on from being a snitch.
I agree, but what I'm saying, I agree, bro.
Hot take.
With whoever said that, I agree. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, and yeah, I think he should stop asking for acceptance and just move on. Yeah. He's asking for acceptance from the wrong people.
You have to be okay with yourself at the end of the day.
Right. And by the way, this whole like I move around however I want, he's all cap, bro. He does not.
Hatch Film says what's up.
Hey, Hatch 86. What up to Josh, man?
What up?
But I will say 6ix9ine, there's no way 6ix9ine moves around with no security. He probably moves around in certain instances. And he says, hey guys, I'm everywhere in Miami with no security. He probably went to McDonald's. Oh, I'm everywhere. I went to McDonald's. I go with no security. But you agree? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he ain't going everywhere. He ain't going to the grocery store every single day, walking around to 6ix9ine with no security. He gets shot.
Speaking of food.
Speaking of food.
Oh, you want to talk about that Sweetie meal?
Let's talk about Sweetie.
You bought a McDonald's. Solid.
Okay, so the
Yeah,
Sweeties.
you see how I did that?
Boom.
By the time this drops, it dropped on Monday. The Sweetie McDonald's meal is
What's in the meal, Julian?
All right, it's a Big Mac. It is a 4-piece nugget. It is fries, Sprite, and I believe it's like Sweetie sauce or something like that. It's basically sweet and sour
sweet
sauce.
and sour sauce.
Sweet and sour sauce.
Basic
Bro,
as fuck.
I'm stupid, huh? Because
I was hoping to hear a Big Mac with some like hot Cheetos
Yes!
or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
how
I'm saying?
disappointed is this? How disappointing is this?
Something fun. They keep doing that with all of these meals. The BTS meal was just a regular ass, I think it was chicken nugget meal with some special
BTS
sauce.
had one?
Yeah, dude.
That was the last one.
And if I never paid
I have
attention
not
to
seen that. I think the last one I saw was
Basic ass,
J
regular,
Balvin or Bad
regular
Bunny.
ass. It was a regular ass number 10.
So let me ask you guys,
Shit.
is this
Well, then you know what? When I have my McDonald's meal, put some hot Cheetos in.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
okay, so am I missing something here? Because the first thing I'm thinking is, number one, disappointment. Number two,
Yeah.
how do I say it? Okay.
Sorry.
I don't want to call people stupid, but I'll just say it. Why would anyone want to buy this meal? Because in my mind, no offense, you're stupid for buying it because you could have the Sweetie meal right now. Like, why would...
It's regular.
Sell me on this. Sell me on it right now, guys. Why should I buy this? Why should anyone buy the Sweetie meal?
Because it's Sweetie.
What do you mean it's Sweetie? She don't come with the meal. What do you mean?
She should have there should be a little toy, a little figurine of her. Something.
Don't
Because
come with...
at the end of the day, a fan will support an artist. And if they have that, that's just what it is.
Like, I think
Those are super fans. You know what I'm saying?
The concept is a great fucking concept.
Ooh, okay.
Garbage execution.
All right, Julian.
Yes.
Okay, Julian, how about this? If I were to have a McDonald's meal, would you support me?
Yeah, but you're my
get
friend.
what?
Yeah.
Exactly. So just think of it like that.
Well, what's in your
But but Vicky, I won't.
I haven't thought about it.
But Vicky,
Is it just a regular filet-o-fish? Then
Hell
probably
no.
not.
Hell no.
Vicky, if you
I'll probably get like a Big Mac with. Honestly, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna get a Big Mac, put some hot Cheetos in it, and see what it tastes like. And
Yeah.
if it tastes good, I'm gonna be like, bro,
I bet it'd be hella good.
yo.
That'd be hella good.
yeah, exactly. At least do something with it.
Something different.
But
Something
it's-
that's just not a regular thing on the
It's
menu.
even more disappointing because Sweetie is known for weird ass concoctions. Like she does, like she puts like weird shit on an oyster. She puts ketchup in her spaghetti. You know what I mean? She does. Yeah, she does all right. Sweetie's known for weird food combinations.
she's making some,
so this is
like,
even more.
That should be reflected in her meal.
But it's not.
It's not. It's stupid.
So you think McDonald's obviously said, "Hey, you got to use all
The
McDonald's."
BTS,
Probably.
like, all of the meal have been like,
like,
that.
hey, you have these options, mix it.
Okay, but then Vicky,
Figure it out.
But then
I would have
Vicky,
been like, okay, Big Mac with some sweet and sour sauce in the Big Mac or something.
yeah, or maybe add a fillet of fish
Make
on
it
top
weird.
of the Big Mac.
Or
combine it.
Or put fries in the Big Mac.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
And then they broke-
McGangbang. You ever have a McGangbang?
Yes.
Have it be an official
it's such a
McGangbang.
weird name.
a Sweetie Gangbang.
That's
Sweetie
a
gang-
different thing. You know what a McGangbang is, yeah?
I've heard of it, but I don't
part
know
of the
exactly what it
secret
consists
menu.
of.
It's a McDouble and a McChicken. You put a McChicken in between a McDouble and you eat it like that.
Sounds healthy.
Nothing is healthy.
Now,
Right.
Another-
Another salads.
another point. You know that they're just using all of us. They're just using our name,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
capitalism. It's just so stupid. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
why.
it's
why-
obvious.
But why do people feed into it? You're not getting it, dude. It's a fucking quarter pound.
Because
it's a Big
support
Mac.
is support regardless.
And like it's new. it's a new
McDonald's
thing.
gonna use any.
It's not
type of
new. You can buy it
direction
right
to-
now.
No, I'm saying like the concept itself with like using like particularly like hip hop artists is like
I know,
a new
it's
thing.
just so
Right.
So people
stupid.
are like, "Ooh, that's cool," and it's different, but it's not. It's just them manipulating everybody.
Who
as they
here thinks
always
it's
do.
stupid? I think it's stupid.
I think we all agree that it's
Of
kind of
course.
dumb. It could have been dope.
Of course.
Like I said, if it was something
If it
crazy
was
in
something
her meal,
original, then it'd be cool.
it would be
But-
dope. I'd be like, "Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna try it."
like,
You ever eat at Jack in the Box? They have hella weird shit at Jack in the Box. Follow them.
Okay.
They have some weird.
I'm
shit
gonna
at
be
Jack in the
different.
Box.
I'm gonna go to Wendy's or
Yeah,
something.
go to Wendy's. Wendy's would never do
Oh,
that.
if you had your own Vicky
And
meal.
then what they'll do is, you know
Jack
how
in
the
the Box
Wendy's,
would
you know how
do
the Wendy's has a girl with the orange hair.
Yeah.
It'd be you.
We'll be
in a wig.
Wendy?
purple.
Oh,
There you
nice.
go.
Oh,
would be cool.
what?
And we'd be Wendy, but she'd
What?
have your tattoos.
But
and
she's
shit.
talking about like concept
You
is
go
dope.
like this.
Yeah, concept is dope. But man, dude, she didn't even try,
What?
dude.
Did you
Like,
just come up with a concept, bro?
Oh
No,
my god!
yeah, you're right, concept is
Did you
dope.
Wendy's?
100%.
Oh my god! Yes.
I just don't.
Stay
I'm just,
tuned for Wendy's collaboration.
I'm just super sad that this whole Sweetie meal doesn't have anything on it, man.
It could have been cool.
Sucks, dude.
Yeah. Oh
You're
well.
right, man. She should have had hot Cheetos on it. That's what she's known for.
Yeah, it's okay. It's over with.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't gonna get
People
it.
still gonna buy it. So
And I don't get it. I don't get why.
I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to Jack in the Box. Fuck that.
I've never had Jack in the Box. Is
I
it
mean,
good?
It's alright. if
What?
you're
Drunk, late
drunk
night,
and
yeah.
you're going home, it's a great spot.
Taco Bell.
bro,
Taco Bell.
I was
too.
getting out of a
Of
wedding
course.
last night. I was
Jack
like
in the
Taco.
Box.
I didn't.
Yeah, Jack in the
Show.
Box is a great like late night
show.
meal. 100%.
Over Taco
Yes.
Bell.
Over Taco Bell,
More than
unless
likely,
you're in a
yes.
mood, but like oh, I want Taco Bell specifically, but Jack in the Box is always first.
I definitely like
Right.
Taco Bell. That was on my mind yesterday. Anyway, okay, let's talk about I guess like the topic would be like things that became cool again. Things that made a comeback. Vicky made up a good point.
come back.
Yeah, like
back.
Vicky
Like
made a
from
good
the-
point.
You think about it, the 80s to the 2000s.
No, even 2000s that are
Coming back.
today.
Some things are just coming back.
It's coming back.
So the example is Twilight. The entire series is back on Netflix, and Vicky saw a
Yes,
bunch of
it is.
TikToks. Vicky, take it away.
Okay, so
Are you Team Edward or Team Jacob? Julian, are you Edward?
Dude, don't talk to me about it. I saw it like 10 million years ago.
Jacob.
I remember
I'm Team Jacob.
You Team Jacob? I agree. He was better for her.
Yeah.
Are you guys being serious?
Yeah, hell
that's my
yeah.
genu-
Yo, that was the biggest thing that was going on.
No,
when that
I remember
movie
the
was
show.
coming out.
I'm not on any team though.
It's
I thought Kristen Stewart's dope though. I think
Hey,
she's
you gotta-
very attractive.
you gotta-
I think
you
she
gotta
was a
watch
really
it.
bad actress.
She alright.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
she's
no
very.
offense.
But
She was young. That was like her fourth or fifth acting
I
role or
know.
something.
I know. Was was it? Oh yeah, it might have
Something.
been.
She's been in stuff before that, but that's her first like big
But I
role
still feel
for sure.
like there were some roles that were like
Not before
from
that.
other movies that were like bad.
Maybe. I don't know. She's gotten better now.
I know she's gotten
Yeah,
for
she's
sure,
great.
for sure.
Same thing with
but-
the other guy.
But yeah, so
He's
just
Batman now.
recently I came across
is
a
he?
TikTok.
What's his name?
forgot his
Edward.
name.
Who's Jake? What's Edward's real name? What's the actor's
Robert
name?
Pattinson.
Robert
Pattinson.
Pattinson.
Robert
He's
Pattinson.
Batman now, so I think he's gonna be dope as Batman.
Oh
That's right.
snap! I gotta see that.
That's gonna be tight.
So yeah, just not too long ago, I was scrolling through my TikTok and I ran across I remember her from like a Disney show. Like her name is China. I think it's China McClain or something like
Black
that.
China?
Funny enough.
I'm just sorry.
And it was funny because
She was on Disney?
I guess because Twilight just came back on Netflix, everyone has been. I've been seeing like TikToks of people reenact Bella.
Yeah.
So
it's
the
been
one
like a
that
little bit
she
of a
did
trend.
was like, oh, I'm
great.
gonna reenact Bella from Twilight, as if she were to catch an Uber home or something.
It's funny.
So she hops in
There's a
there,
couple
and
things
then
like
you see that like in the captions, it's like, oh, where are you going? And she's like, I just want to go home. Just want to go home. You know,
That was
I'm not an
great.
actress. Sorry,
Good
guys. This might
job.
be some like really bad acting.
Hell yeah.
And then he was like, "Where's
job,
home?"
Vic.
He's
Good.
like-
Kill
he
it.
goes, "Where's home?" And she's like, I don't even know. Since me and Edward aren't even together anymore. So I don't even know what home is.
That's so
You know,
funny.
but it was just like the most funniest thing. So then I started seeing more of the TikToks. I was like, oh, I gotta see this.
I love
so
it.
everyone's been using the Bella's Lullaby, which is one of the theme songs.
That's a killer
in there.
song on
I
its
do.
own, by the way.
I enjoy that.
Hey, that for the whole the soundtrack to the whole
Oh,
first
soundtrack
movie.
was dope. Yeah,
It was good. I remember
Killer.
it being.
But
Killer.
yeah, so they're
I had the
using
CD.
that. So they're using that, and then I've also seen TikToks of them doing dances from that song. Like they're
That's
doing. I forgot what song that they use, but they're like doing all these funny ass TikToks with that song, and I'm like, oh my god,
That's why I
like,
love
you guys
TikTok.
are hit. Dude, it was hilarious.
Ain't it cool? Like, you notice how like TikTok and Netflix and all these platforms make things like relevant again. Like, if they didn't exist, I don't think we'd be talking about it, right?
100%.
Like Twilight back again. We were talking about off camera that show, and I've never heard of it. Manifest. Like,
I've watched the little trailer that they have because
Yeah.
I actually want to watch it. It looks interesting.
yo, that show failed. It got cut off NBC, right? And then it became hot and became one of the top trending shows on Netflix. Like, that
Netflix,
never would have
yeah.
happened. Like, things that became cool again. I'll throw you one if we're gonna talk about movies real quick. Do you guys remember that rom-com? She's All That.
Oh
With-
my god, yes, with Amanda Bynes. Is it Amanda Bynes?
No,
think
Rachel
that-
Lee Cook and Freddie Prinze Jr. Why do I know
Oh,
that? Why do I know
right.
that? I'm
Okay.
such a weirdo.
You're such a fan. It's all right.
I'm thinking of a different with that.
No, I know what
with
you're talking about,
Amanda
but I
Bynes.
forgot.
There is one with Amanda Bynes that sounds something
She's
like
All
that.
That was about the girl. She's kind of popular in high school, and there was a bet. Freddie Prinze Jr. is the popular guy, and the bet going on to make her popular and make her hot.
Yes. Oh my god.
But then
that
they
was
end up
so
falling in
funny.
love. Okay, well, guess what's
That
dropping?
movie was
Guess
hilarious.
what's dropping on the 27th?
That movie?
He's All That.
Oh, it's like
So
a
they
sequel?
flipped the script. So
Stop it.
Addison Rae's in it. The she's big on TikTok, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
Addison Rae's in it. Guess who else is in it? Kourtney Kardashian. She does a cameo in it.
That's so
But
bizarre.
Of course she
they,
does.
they have a
So
bet.
Because they're BFFs.
They have a bet to make the unpopular guy, the ugly guy, popular. So they flip it. It's called He's All That. And guess what?
It doesn't seem as toxic that way.
For anyone that watches that She's All That.
That was. I feel like it's gonna be weird.
No, it's not. They brought in some of the characters from She's All That are older now
Nice.
to have certain roles in He's All That. So
Oh, that's kind of cool.
yeah, it's cool, dude.
That's yeah.
Think about things that became cool that people brought back from the past that are now cool again. Like, I'll even give you. Have you noticed everyone's wearing? How about this?
Knockers.
What are knockers?
say knockers or
Yeah,
dockers.
girls. They wear knockers.
What are that?
They're
What is
like, you don't know what knockers are?
Remind me.
So
knockers.
they're girls that when they put their hair up and they have these little like
Oh, the little
marble
balls that
right
like.
there. Yep.
Oh,
I've seen people rocking
haven't
those.
seen that.
Word.
People
Got
wearing
you.
them thick
It's
old
90s.
scrunchies.
Yeah,
That's coming. That's
coming
that's,
back.
Really?
That's coming back.
How about this?
Reebok is
Everything-
coming back.
everything
I'm
goes
so
in a
glad you said
circle.
that. The classic Reebok.
Reeboks are coming back. But then when you
Definitely.
think about it, a lot of people are looking at it again because why? Cardi B has a collaboration with Reebok.
Oh.
I almost saw
all
the Reebok
connected.
way before Cardi B.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was coming, but it wasn't like as popping. And then I noticed she has a
Yeah, she does.
collab with them, and then now it's coming up, and then
Have you guys noticed? Is this a stretch? But everyone wearing baggy clothes and especially high school girls wearing baggy college sweatshirts of schools that they don't even know. I'm sure they're not even aware of. Like, you'll see like a girl wear a sweatshirt of Penn State or MIT. No, is that a stretch? Baggy
Yeah,
clothes.
yeah.
Have you
A
noticed
little
the whole
bit.
baggy
Baggy
Yeah.
clothes, yeah. That's kind of a throwback.
I mean that was a throwback,
still
like
different.
high waisted jeans, crop
Yeah.
tops. Those are all throwbacks in the 80s.
How about
90s.
this?
for sure.
How about the classic white Nike Air Force One? Every cute girl wears that.
The low tops or the high
Yeah,
tops?
the low tops. The classic
Oh, yeah, I feel
all
like
white Air
everybody
Force
got
One.
those.
Yeah, everyone.
I got a
You haven't
pair.
seen that?
I'm not even gonna deny
Yeah, I've
it.
seen that.
I won't deny
I
it,
feel
but
like
I
that's
got
just
a
one
pair.
of those shoes that everyone just has in
No,
the back
I've
of
seen
the closet.
I feel like it made a comeback.
Maybe.
Not even recently.
Made a
Like,
comeback.
are there any things that made a comeback that's off the top of your head? It could be anything. Like things that became relevant now, kind of like Twilight.
Yo, honestly, I would love to see Jabos come back.
Yes.
I had a dope green pair. I fucking
You know what I'm
loved
saying?
them.
Well, were those the pants with the pockets on the side?
Hella
right?
pockets
and it had the
those
strap
leather,
that-
no, not leather, the Velcro straps
Yo,
with different colors.
I want to see those come back so bad.
Those
If
are
I
fire.
see them come back, bro, I'm gonna be like,
I remember the day I threw mine away, and I was
winning.
like, "This
Those are
era
so
is
dope.
over."
I could
are
see
so
that. I'm so glad. I can't believe you remember that.
Jabos? Hell yeah. Those are dope.
But you're like, what, 26,
I still think they're
27.
cool. I still think they look cool. Even
Oh,
now.
I
still think they
very
look cool. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I think they could come back.
I think they can.
Maybe like a small tweak in the design to like a little bit more modern, and it'd be look
Bro,
dope.
that's what I was thinking, but I don't want to say it out loud.
You know all you
Patent
need?
pending.
You need like a Cardi B just to
what I'm
wear
saying?
something like that, and all of a sudden it's cool again. That's the whole
100%.
thing with
That's
this.
all it
How about
takes.
this? You guys remember? Oh my gosh, this is like an age thing, I think. Do you guys remember a shoe called Kangaroos?
Yes.
Kangaroo.
Oh
I
my
know
God.
that.
How do you
I know
remember?
that.
How do you know kangaroos?
I know the cookie.
Come on, bro.
There's a cookie called Kangaroos,
There is?
right? Or am I thinking?
Okay.
Dunkaroos. Never mind.
Okay, so for anyone in the audience right now, kangaroos are a shoe that had a Velcro pocket in the shoe, and I would
Inside of the
I would
shoe?
put my lunch inside the shoe. I would put my lunch
That's
change,
silly.
my lunch money inside the pocket. It was the most hilarious
Because
thing.
it's like a kangaroo pouch.
Those shoes
yeah, it's
are
like a little
interesting.
pouch.
That's silly.
It's hilarious, dude. How do you know that?
Crazy.
That's
Come
silly.
on, bro.
What do you mean? Come on, bro. You're 20.
I'm with the times, bro. I just eat everything. No, I'm just kidding.
Everything.
Everything.
There's got to be things, like Manifest. There's a show like Twilight.
Things always come back, and it's a combination of like Hollywood running out of ideas, so they'll do like revamps of old things, which has been happening for a long time now.
Or what they'll do is they'll bring something back to see
For
how people
nostalgia.
react.
Yeah.
To see, because if they do want to modernize the movie or the show or whatever, they'll bring it back and
Even
to
things
see
that
what
are-
how people react to it, and they're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, like Twilight, for example.
Twilight.
Back. Oh,
Even things that aren't even that old, like iCarly was a show that was on for a long time.
Oh yeah, and did you see
there's
now they have a
there's like a
it's
new one,
weird,
and
bro.
they're like older, but they
I haven't seen it. But
it's like for older people, but like it's funny, it's hilarious. I've
You
seen
watched
clips.
it?
I've seen random clips, and it looks hella funny.
Yeah,
But it's still like the same layout.
I think the
It's a
brother
little
came out.
weird.
He goes, "Who wants to get wasted?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "That is so weird," because like
'Cause it was like a
I
kid
would
show.
watch this and it was such a kid show.
But it's great because they know the people who watched it as kids are older now,
Right.
So they're doing it for them, and I think it's a great
I
idea.
mean, but if you think about it,
And
that's
it's
goes
fun.
same for Space Jam, and it just sucks that Space Jam wasn't.
But that's why
what it
Space Jam was such a bummer because they didn't do that.
I know.
And they tried to do both, and it didn't work out.
You think with Netflix?
Oh, did you see what they did on ESPN?
No.
When they saw,
Do I look like
when
someone
they
who
saw
watches
LeBron
ESPN,
James? No,
Vicky?
I didn't watch it. But it was like a meme. It was like a meme that came out or something. And LeBron James, I think he was at it was at a game, and then you see it on the bottom. It says LeBron James, and then it said main actor of Space Jam 2 instead of how usually they're like
Said like
LeBron James or something?
LeBron James,
They just
like how he'd be like champion or like
Yeah.
all this extra, but it says
actor of Space Jam.
Space Jam 2. I was
That's
like,
hilarious.
Yo, that's
That's like a light dig at him.
That was hilarious. I thought that was funny.
Why do you think older movies? You notice, like for example, there's a lot of older movies without naming specifics because I don't know off the top of my head, but they happen. They're trending. They trend big on Netflix. They're not new.
Yeah.
They're like for example, a movie out of 2010 will trend like number 1, number 2.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because a portion of us it makes us think back? Oh, I remember back in the day, and we kind of want to relive that past.
That's exactly
Or it's a
it.
whole new
Oh, yeah.
audience, and
It's
Netflix.
It's pure nostalgia.
You think it's all that nostalgia, or it's also opening up a whole new audience that Netflix has done because it's all
It
streaming?
is. It is
That's
as
true,
well
too.
because when you think about it, for all the people that are like, oh my God, I remember this movie. I love this movie. And then you have these people that are younger that have
I've never seen
it.
this.
And because it's trending, it makes them want to be like, oh, I've never seen this movie. Let's see what it is.
I think
And
it's
then, boom.
awesome.
Yeah, I think it's dope. I love that. That's the same reason why The Office is still relevant. The Office came out almost 10 years ago, but like people still keep discovering it and are keeping it popular.
Right.
Same exact reason.
All right, cool. I think we're good, man. Anything
Yes.
else? Anything going on in? Is anything going on?
Vicky has something to plug. I know that. I don't know when this will come out, but at least you got to plug it.
Oh, plug it. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. My album drops next
Yeah.
week, August 12th.
I don't know when this will come out, but like
go
if-
pre-order
Yes.
and go to my Instagram, link in my bio.
Yes.
We'll probably put the link down here too.
Well, I'm sure the episode will be out by the time it comes out, so we'll definitely
yeah.
link.
Well, the audio, obviously, the audio's out now.
audio's
because you're
out.
hearing us, but we'll drop the video as soon as we can because Justo, just say it. Justo,
I'm going to Disney World
He's going
tomorrow.
on vacation. Yeah. So he'll get to it.
Motherfucker!
Yeah.
I ain't doing shit all week.
He's really passionate about
I'm
it.
excited about it. But of course, when there will be a link to either pre-order or to buy Vicky's album in the description below.
Cool.
Support your girl.
Thank you.
Holla.
I totally forgot the episode that we're on right now. Is that 55?
55.
boy.
All right, cool. So 56 next week, and next week we'll talk about BBLs. Everything that.
Stop
I'm
it.
just kidding.
That's love.
I like
That's
to say shit just to see if you catch what I'm saying. Do you know what a BBL is?
I did, and now I forgot. My wife,
Brazilian
butt lift.
Butt lift.
my wife and I were talking about it the other day because she's like,
Is she gonna get it done?
She wants
Oh
to.
my God.
Are you serious?
But I tell her like, no, you're not. You don't need to
You're
do
beautiful
that. But
the way you are.
she's like, I'm noticing a lot of BBLs lately, and like there have been a lot. Lately.
See, that's when you need to start singing that song. Cause you're beautiful, just the way you are.
I was singing a different song.
We'll leave it at that.
All right, cool. That was good job, everybody.
I'm gonna leave it at that. You're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
This is Less Than Zero. Less Than Zero.